Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jenn Tran is getting close with former contestant Jonathon. Jenn Tran is getting close to one of the former contestants who was on her season of The Bachelorette. Jonathon Johnson seems to hold a special place in her heart. Fans are hoping that the two of them could be hanging out for reasons other than being friends. However, they will continue to tease fans with their moves. Keep reading to find out more about this. Devin Strader wins the show. Jenn Tran had narrowed it down to 3 guys: Devin, Marcus, and Jonathon. However, in the end, it was Devin still standing. The two of them proposed to each other. This was something fans loved. However, it only lasted 2 months. Devin decided to call the engagement off as he was not feeling it anymore. He revealed that he was not in love with her and denied being in love with her. This has made fans turn on Devin. He has been receiving a tremendous amount of hate ever since this went public. Jenn Tran is getting close with Jonathon Johnson. Jenn Tran is teasing fans on social media. She posted a video with Jonathon Johnson. He was in 3rd place when it came to winning Jenn's heart. However, fans were hoping that he was the one who got picked to be her fiancé. Lots of fresh new doors opening for Jenn. Unlimited options and experiences, greater than what were offered to her on The Bachelorette, of all kinds ahead. He was 3rd choice. I wouldn't be like, oh, the other 2 didn't want to be with you. Sure, let me be the consolation prize. They are doing this just to get people talking and hopefully bring up the amount of followers. He seemed way too excited to go to BIP. I'm fine with this. They're both using each other for clout, and honestly, it's nice to see her looking hot hanging with other men instead of posting heartbroken quotes. And after the shit Jenn dealt with, I hope she gets even more followers and comments on her social media, so at least she can make some extra dollar doing influencing on the side. It seems as though the two of them could be testing their connection outside of the show. Jonathon was clear that when he left, there were no hard feelings. However, he admitted that he wished he was able to move faster and let Jenn know that he was in love with her sooner. This made fans sad. Jonathon has been a fan favorite since the beginning. It started innocently enough. 2 people, each with their own stories of ambition and heartache, crossed paths in the most unlikely of places, reality TV. Jenn Tran, the fierce and ambitious star of the latest season, had proven herself as someone who wasn't afraid to go after what she wanted. Whether it was alliances in the cutthroat competition or using her wit to outsmart her rivals, Jenn's journey had been marked by determination and grace under pressure. Jonathon, a former contestant, had been part of an earlier season. He hadn't won, but he had left an indelible mark with his charm, level-headedness, and competitive spirit. Fans had fallen in love with his down-to-earth personality, and even though he didn't take home the grand prize, he had walked away with something just as valuable: a growing fan base and plenty of new opportunities. But no one could have predicted the next chapter of their stories would be written together. As Jenn's season progressed, rumors began swirling that she was growing close to someone from the show's past. At first, it seemed too far-fetched to be true. After all, Jenn was focused on winning, and Jonathon was no longer even part of the competition. But reality TV has a way of bringing people together in unexpected ways, and soon enough, it was clear that something was brewing between the two. The rumors started small: whispers in online forums, speculative tweets, and the occasional gossip column teasing the possibility of a romance. But it wasn't until Jenn posted a cryptic photo on her social media that the internet truly went into overdrive. The picture, which showed a scenic beach sunset, was simple enough. What caught fans' attention, though, was the silhouette of a man standing next to her, gazing out over the water. His features were hard to make out in the fading light, but the build and stance were unmistakable. It was Jonathon. The internet exploded. Fans dissected every detail of the photo, comparing it to old images of Jonathon to confirm their suspicions. Some were skeptical, while others were thrilled at the possibility of 2 fan-favorite contestants getting together. Comment sections filled up with messages of excitement, curiosity, and of course, a few skeptics who thought it might all be a clever PR stunt. But as time went on, Jenn and Jonathon's interactions became more public and more frequent. They were spotted together at a charity event, where they smiled and laughed as if they had known each other for years. There was an undeniable chemistry between them, a spark that seemed to light up the room whenever they were together. Paparazzi captured moments of the two chatting animatedly, heads bent close together, their shared laughter hinting at a deeper connection. While neither of them made any official statements, it became increasingly clear that something was going on. Jenn's normally fierce and guarded demeanor seemed to soften when she was around Jonathon. She was still the strong, independent woman who had captivated audiences with her tenacity. But there was a new lightness to her, a playful side that hadn't been as visible before. Jonathon, for his part, seemed just as smitten. Known for his easygoing charm, he now had an extra spring in his step whenever Jenn was by his side. It didn't take long for fans to start shipping them as a couple. Hashtags like #Jonathon and #Tran flooded social media, as fans rooted for the duo to make their relationship official. Some even joked that they should return to the show together for a special couples edition, where their combined competitive spirits would surely make them an unstoppable team. Behind the scenes, close friends of both Jenn and Jonathon confirmed that the two had been spending more time together. They bonded over their shared experiences of being thrust into the public eye through reality TV, navigating the ups and downs of fame, and trying to stay true to themselves despite the pressure. What started as a friendship had naturally evolved into something more. And though neither was rushing into labels, there was no denying that their connection was real. Their journey was not without its challenges, though. Both Jenn and Jonathon had their fair share of baggage, past relationships, the scrutiny of the public, and the unpredictability of their careers. Reality TV had given them fame, but it had also taken away a certain level of privacy. Every move they made, every glance they exchanged, was analyzed and discussed by fans and the media alike. It was a lot of pressure for any new relationship, but Jenn and Jonathon seemed determined to make it work. In one particularly candid interview, Jonathon hinted at the blossoming relationship, though he stopped short of confirming anything outright. "Jenn's an incredible person," he said with a smile that seemed to say more than his words. "We've gotten to know each other pretty well recently, and I think she's someone really special. But we're just taking things one day at a time." Jenn, always the strategist, remained more tight-lipped. When asked about her relationship status in a post-show interview, she simply laughed and said, "I'm focused on my career right now. But I'm not saying no to new opportunities, whether that's in work or life." Still, the subtle hints and growing closeness between the two didn't go unnoticed. Whether they were attending industry events together or simply posting similar photos from the same location, it was clear that Jenn and Jonathon were becoming an important part of each other's lives. As the months went by, fans eagerly awaited more news. Would Jenn and Jonathon make their relationship official? Would they continue to build on the foundation of friendship that had brought them together? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain: Jenn Tran and Jonathon's story, whatever it might become, had all the makings of a reality TV romance that fans wouldn't soon forget. For now, though, it seemed that Jenn and Jonathon were content to let things unfold naturally. They weren't in a rush to define their relationship or appease the public's curiosity. Instead, they were simply enjoying each other's company, building a connection that felt authentic and real. And in a world where so much is staged for the cameras, that might just be the most exciting thing of all.